See
How are
you.
you?
You,
Good to see you too.
we good. Guys, we are live already, so behave.
Is
Okie
anyone
dokie.
listening?
I don't know who is at this moment. No one is watching, so we are fine. We can just
Oh, that's all right then.
we can just talk
It's
bullshit. Oh,
safe
there
to
is
speak.
unfortunately someone is watching already, so
Enough of the bullshit.
it's enough of the bullshit. We need to start speaking with sense. How do you like this program? It looks cool, isn't it? Like, look what I can do. Like, bam, and I can do this, and I can move us there. Awesome.
I'm confused because I'm back to front. When I drink the coffee, it's on the wrong side. It's difficult.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jana, are you joining? There's so Jana will be with me, but she will join. We'll see how it works because she cannot
Might
hear
not work.
me. Will you join? Okay, she got the link.
I
Perfect.
might not.
How was your day today? Because we're still waiting for Ross, I believe. There's a Ross. She's finishing her class, and we're waiting for Grant. So yeah, it's gonna be whole team, apart of Richard, who is today at a camping trip.
He's in his tent. Yeah, there was a picture on Facebook a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that with his kids. So okay.
In the pouring rain, that'll be lovely. It's the best night for camping tonight.
I think I'm gonna be nice to him, and I'm gonna just add this just so he's not feeling like there we go.
Left out.
Look at this.
that is quite cool, actually. I appreciate.
How cool is that? So
Can we hack into that and send abusive messages to each other?
No, I think it's just me can do this.
Oh.
And please don't use it. Please don't. No, you cannot hack. Jana, can you hear us? And do you want to add yourself? I'm gonna add you here. There we go. So Jana is there.
I was backstage.
You were backstage, and you could still hear it.
Yes, I could still hear it.
Okay, so I can kick you out. We'll see.
But this is really weird because I can hear myself twice.
You can hear yourself twice, so you have to go to the next room.
Okay.
Sorry. And you put the camera as well in, because your camera is not moving,
Yeah, I know.
not recording. So she's thinking. She's thinking. So, right. What you doing? Are you going out or are you staying here?
Because I can still hear you here.
Okay, so just stay, but you cannot hear them. I can do this, and you can get your ear. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, it's enough with this bank. We can just put a little banner like this. So let's get started. This is a Fitness Soul team meeting live. We're doing this first time, and there's no agenda. Knowing me, you should know there is no agenda whatsoever. So I don't know what we are going to talk about. We've got some ideas. The idea was how we're getting on, and we want to share with you that we still don't know when we're gonna open.
Yeah.
That's the message. We just have no idea. Probably at the end of July.
I read somewhere that 24th of July, but it was BBC News, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe yes,
something
maybe no.
different.
Did
So
you get
maybe
much response to the doodle poll about what people were thinking about coming back and how people were feeling about it?
So this is gonna be how you call it then when you say something and I need to repeat it because she cannot hear.
Maybe I can do that.
You're the relay.
Yeah, this is like a relay.
Go-between.
So Chris asked what you had for a dinner.
Okay.
It works like this. No, the question was about if did you check the doodle thing?
I'm checking.
Okay,
this
so
now,
Jana is checking now.
Are you
Because it's
reading my
interesting to
mind,
know what
Chris?
people are thinking about.
Or
how
it
people
was
are feeling
Zoe
about
asking?
coming back.
Yes.
Okay, so we had so she's checking right now. Oh, you've got the cat. Look, is it Bolek?
Nay, it's Muka.
Muka.
It's the girl. She's running the show.
I never recognized them.
Right, I've got it.
Okay, Joanna is in.
So far there was 25 people who voted, but I posted it probably today at 4 o'clock or something like that. So it's not, I think there'll be more votes. So from this, there were a few different options, and people could choose only one. So there was 4 people. Basically, the question was, when the gym is open, we are curious what you will be doing when our studio opens back up. Yeah, that was the question. And people could choose only one. 4 people said they will be straight back. 6 people said that they keep going to do the live streams for a while before they return. Then one person said they prefer online sessions, and 14 people said, which is really interesting, that they will do a mix of the studio and online stuff. And that's it. This is what so far.
No one was.
Yeah.
All right. So there's the mix. So basically, that's what we've been planning anyway. That all the classes will be half and half. Jana, if we try to put the speaker, the big speaker, we can try this and we'll see how it's. Hello, Grant. Sorry for keep you waiting in the waiting room.
That's okay. Sorry, I'm late.
No, you are
late.
You are just fine. You're just fine.
This isn't Zoom, is it? This is a different level.
This is yeah. It's like
infinitely better.
Like we can say something. Grant was late. We don't like him. And then he doesn't know. Everyone knows, but then
everyone.
And then we.
Nice.
That's
so pretty good.
This is so childish. I know. Okay. Yeah, connect this there.
Oh, we got your private chat up, Grant. So that's another feature. I'm backstage, so you weren't. We now know you were there.
Yeah.
Just noticed
exactly. I'm trying to alert everyone to my presence.
You're knocking on the door. Let me
in.
So how are you guys dealing with the stuff? You seems to be so happy. Like it's good to see so many of you being positive, unless you're making the good face.
No, it's partly a good face, but you have to
partly good face. Are you connect this?
I can hear you.
Okay, connect this. Connect this. We're gonna just not gonna hear you for a second. Jonah is just trying to do something.
Okay.
And we'll see now. Are you? This is on.
Is anyone talking?
Now this is the time where you. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. So we can hear, and then camera here, and then headphones built. Mic should be the external one. Dude, can you hear that? Anyone can hear this?
Yeah. All right.
It's not as good though.
Okay, that's perfect. So now we can. And there is no any echo.
No,
there's no echo.
That's good.
Awesome. So I can hear you. I feel now included.
Yeah.
She was sitting there all alone. It's like
I'm just gonna read what I.
You don't get these instant subtitles like you get on YouTube that give you all sorts of random stuff, so you can laugh at the subtitles on the English, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's all an algorithm, and it's only right like 20% of the time or something.
Well, don't say this, because if you go on Facebook now, it's happening. Like on the Facebook at this moment, Facebook is putting the things the subtitles for us.
And really,
Facebook cannot understand my accent whatsoever. Facebook is like. There are some people though who are like really good at this, with the really like good accent. Grant, actually, you should be good.
No
Facebook,
pressure.
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah. If Facebook doesn't understand you, we are screwed.
Surely Chris and me have a similar level of accent, right?
But you're a speech therapist. You should be much clearer. That's nuts.
That's
the pressure's all yours.
It's all about communication, Chris. It's not about speaking right.
So coming back to the stuff how we did. Grant said is like are you putting the face up now? Are you just trying to be funny?
Generally fine. Just
good.
Gets you down sometimes, doesn't it? But it's just going on for so long.
Yeah.
So long. But I mean, we're going in the right direction. So generally, feeling not too bad.
And how are you feeling about the classes?
Pretty good. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting back to it proper. Or even outside, something like, I don't know when this is going to be, but like something that's a bit more personal.
Yeah.
But I think it's worked as well as it could in the meantime, right?
Yeah. There's some positives as well. So, how about you, Eva?
I'm pretty much on the same boat. I'm still excited about the classes. I think the numbers are good. It's not as low as I would anticipate it after this long time. But I can't wait to start interacting with people face to face. I really can't wait to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think everyone has this, isn't it?
I think I'm not sure how it's gonna be the first class with people. Oh my god, I'm not.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, honestly.
with more than one, because we thought before, when it was allowed. So we did class together with Eva, and then we did class together with Zoe, and it was great. It was so much fun. But more than one person, I'm not sure how it's going to go. I will be like, oh my god, people.
I'm sure it's gonna be emotional. It's for both us and participants, definitely.
And Chris, you?
Yeah, I don't find it that different. I mean, obviously, it's hard to give the one-to-one feedback you usually do in the class. And I think online, you're kind of limited. I feel I've been limiting myself in the choice of exercises I can use, because you're trying to do things that people can do with a kettlebell or with a bottle of water or body weights. And I think once we get back in the gym, it'll be easier to do more different things. And it'd be nice to get back to some sort of workouts when we actually interact with each other, partner-type workouts and things which have been missing. So that's what I've missed, I suppose.
I just need to say something. Chris always seems like proper prepared. Like those are answers from the book.
He's reading off a telephone.
There's something there. There's like one sentence. You cannot just jump in. This is like polished answer.
Well, he is a teacher. He has to have his pattern down right.
Like the sound of my voice. Just let me on and let me start spraffing. I'm quite happy. Tell you a story.
How about you, Zoe?
I'm liking it. I do quite like the online side of it, but I tell you what's getting me. Like, for instance, on a Wednesday, I teach quite a few classes back to back where everyone's muted, so then everyone doesn't get the background noise. And I'm talking to myself, and it's the sound. I'm so sick of the sound of my own voice. I'm just I want to hear someone else's.
It's so true.
It is. It's a strange experience, isn't it? Because it's like you're shouting into the void, but you're not. Everyone appreciates it, but you just can't hear it. So,
but it's quite good. You don't get the abuse. If it's an exercise nobody likes, you don't get the abuse. You can't hear it anyway. You can see people going like this, but that's about it.
It feels a little bit like being, on the stage in the theater, and it's just like a one-man show, and you just have to entertain people for 1 hour. I sometimes feel like that, especially like if everyone are muted. The Fit Mamas class is one of those that you have to just basically, because if you unmute people, it's just too much going on in their houses. So you have to mute everyone, so there is no background noise, and it's just like, so sometimes just exactly like shouting into the void and feeling like talking to yourself for entire class.
That's true.
Weird.
And you do feel more tired after the class. Like, I've noticed that I'm like, my downtime after the class is much longer than normally in the club. In the club, you can feed from the people as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're taking the energy from them, and it's when you are like, but with one person, like, we do a lot of stuff together. It's easier. So when Joanna joins my class or I join her, not Zumba though, because
you did one song 2 days in a row with me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think if anyone is watching us, would you like guys to see this one song, or you can guys.
I think Grant.
It was a cool down.
Ah.
Because it was Palante. Palante. There is in Polish there is a different meaning to talent.
There's a different meaning.
I can tell there must be something going on. Eva's losing her mind.
I cannot even
on your playlist, Grant. No.
It's not. No, I'm not familiar. No.
How do you translate palant?
It's like someone stupid, I think you would say,
Like
yeah.
super stupid, like
A jackass.
But
yeah.
but it's also a game, right?
Palant,
Is it?
like a baseball kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like European
right.
version of baseball.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Polish version of
Polish. I don't know.
no rules.
I just know
That's
the
so
naughty
much
name.
clearer. Yeah, I totally get to know why. That's funny.
Yeah, definitely follow it.
Got it.
Oh,
Brilliant.
so how do you think? Do you think when we've got those classes and we will have some people in the gym and outside the gym doing how are we gonna do this? Because this is gonna be quite challenging in terms of, because now we are focused on people online only. Have you had any strategies in your head how we're gonna do it? I know how to set up in the club, so this is not the problem. But we will need to kind of interact more with both.
Yeah, I was thinking that as if we're in a spot where you can teach a little class outside, how do you do that and do the stream? Like, I've not come up with a good answer to that.
Well, I don't think it's gonna happen from outside.
It probably isn't
because
one.
to be honest, at this moment we are streaming outside. We're testing it, but you have to have I've got the router like this. It's this 5G router, and then I've got some kind of bonding thing which bonds to internets. So I'm using the mobile phone as well, and then this goes through the laptop, and it's like it doesn't go that well. The cable, it's 100% is better. So the internet cable, like if you got the internet and Ethernet, is it Ethernet? It's
Ethernet, yeah.
That's
plug in.
Yeah, this is like night and day. So I don't think it's gonna work if you want to do this from your mobile phone.
Yeah.
Now it does.
So,
and it's also what benefit you get, because the nice thing about being back will be people will see others there. So it's not just the one person all the time. But then if you're moving about, actually interacting with individuals, which is what you get more by being in the gym, then it's going to be hard unless you have somebody following you, like a cameraman following you around as you.
Yeah.
It can be quite strange. You have to be quite disciplined about being in the one place to do demonstrations.
Well, the setup we've got at this moment at the gym, which is like in the circle for most of the classes, I think we will have to adjust this and having like a facing forward. So all the class face forward, and then the teacher can go around, and then we can use this mic, because you can basically connect the mic here, and then people can hear you all the time. So this will be available for everyone at the club. I will run through it, how to run. It's easy to connect. So you still will be able to go around to people, and then everyone will hear you. That's I think.
No, I think it's cool though if we can keep going with the online stuff. There's obviously classes just because they're late back at work or they've got something else on, and if they're able to get home and do the class, then I think it keeps people involved. So it's really, really good.
You can't draw. Yeah, now you've got it established. I can see why you wanted to. You got to keep it, because people are going to be. Yeah, they're going to be. It's going to be bad news if they're just committed to that, and then you just drop all the online stuff. They'll be like, no, Christiana, you've got to keep it going. Yeah.
And we've got Ross joining. Hello, Ross. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, Ross.
Hi,
I'm
Ross.
trying to sort it on my computer.
Hi.
It's all a little bit crackly on my phone.
Okay.
Hey.
Yay, good to see you. How's the class? Yes, she's pretending
It was
that.
good. It was nice to be in the studio.
Yeah, I was watching you in the studio. I was like, it's so nice.
The setup is really good. We are like, yeah.
Yes.
So I was thinking, coming back to what Leszek said, that, for example, for dance fitness classes, we could have a live, like the computer and people who are doing this online in the first row, and everyone would be kind of, so maybe right in the front. So it would be the spot which is right in the front would be taken by a laptop with the camera, and people would be around. So basically, the people who are doing online classes, they have no one else in the front of them, just the instructor and everyone else.
Joanna, we did that class just before the lockdown.
Exactly like that, yeah.
And I just don't remember how did it work for the people who are doing it online.
I think, well, it was just the beginning, but I think it was fine because you were on the stage, you remember, and I set up the camera in the front of you.
Yeah.
So that was the first setup we did.
And with all the moves from right to left, could they see us properly?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Okay, cool.
Good. Yeah. I think it was really good. And then we changed the setup because it was less and less people, and it was slowly coming to the lockdown, and we changed to face the other way around, so people were actually on the video as well. But I think the other setup would be better.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be that much problem for us. It's just for the boys.
I think for the dancing is going to be much easier. We will need to just figure out how to do it. I'm kind of a little bit concerned about Fit Mamas though.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out with Fit Mamas. It might not happen for Fit Mamas because the social distancing, and kids, they don't really know how to social distance, the bigger kids. So we need to think how it would work.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think everything is coming slowly to, to opening. So we just need to be patient and just allow things happen and just adjust like day by day, basically.
Yeah.
And
it might change very quickly.
Yeah, it might happen that you will need to start the gym without us because they might not let us in to the country.
They're gonna let you in. They're just gonna keep you on quarantine.
Yeah, and then there's the border now, which is like, it's quite cool. Is it the Hadrian Wall is coming up now?
I did suggest that. But
it's already
I wrote to Nicola. I said, look, just build the wall again. It's fine.
Oh my God.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
No, it was a joke. Well, what, you going to England? Why would you not get back in? I don't understand.
What you don't understand? Which part?
Why will you not be allowed in the club?
Because you will have to be quarantined for 14 days.
Yeah.
And you have to be at the home, isn't it? Or no?
Yeah, it doesn't. Are you going abroad? Is that what you're saying?
Well, we are in Joanna's bedroom. Like, if you can see it.
Oh, really?
This is the place where she was born.
What kind of?
Like, it's.
I did not know. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Anyway, never mind. Let's move on.
So now you know it's a beautiful city called Racibórz, and it's quite nice here, isn't it? So that's the problem. But we'll figure out. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Ross is like, we lost Ross, I think.
She's showing us her lamp.
Yeah, I'm there.
The signal's really bad. You guys are all breaking up. It's
all right.
really bad. It's all, I can hardly make out what anyone's saying. So I'm trying to figure it out on my computer. So I'm listening, but it's all very broken up.
Okay. No worries. No worries.
Better. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. All good. So
we had one, because obviously some of you guys, we hope Steren will be here. You guys had quarantine, like lockdown with the kids. So that's kind of, we were on our own. So, and it was tough. You guys must be, I don't know how it was, Ross, for you. You've got a little one.
All right. I'm not a great teacher. But Rowan's older, so he's not so bad. He can kind of entertain himself, play Minecraft. It's not the same thing as having like a 2-year-old who's on the go all the time and can't entertain themselves. I mean, I could teach mamas or go downstairs and he would do his own thing and not bother me. So it was all right, yeah. I didn't have it bad, to be honest.
How about you, Chris?
It's just been the same as usual. The kids self-isolate in their rooms at the best of times, so it's been much the same as that, to be quite honest. You see them sometime round about lunchtime, and then you hear them at 3 a.m. as they're going to bed. So they have their whole teenage time zone. They do their own thing. It's been absolutely fine.
Did you get your the gym cave set up in your garage?
It was done, and then I've started to tidy, so it's totally just destroyed at the moment. There's boxes and just stuff everywhere. So that's now the rain's pouring down. That's the project for the bad days, to get everything tidied up. But it's at that bit when it's worse before it gets better. So not yet.
That's yeah. So you've got another month probably. So you better speed up.
Yeah, we're getting it on with it.
It's one of these jobs you have to really be desperate for something to do before you go down and start tidying the garage. If there's a glimpse of any sunshine or anything more interesting to do, I'll be doing that.
No, definitely.
We lost Ross.
Yeah, well, I can kick her out.
Or maybe she's playing with the setup.
We'll see. I can kick her, and then when she's back, she's back. She's gone. Just give her a massive kick.
No,
hang on.
I think she's coming back.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh my God, you're kicking people out.
No, I'm not. I'm just making this because she wasn't there anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
But apart from all this, it's been working really well, actually. I mean, the quality of the signal is really good. And it seems quite easy to have a natural conversation. It's good.
This is the best quality stream chat I've had, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We do have internet in Poland, yes, and TVs on this. If you ask about this.
Is this SteamYard thing? Is this better then? Is this what's making it good?
Yeah, yes. Probably the StreamYard is superb for chats like this, and especially for streaming this live and broadcasting this to Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah,
and internet at this moment is really good. So I think the peak, and this is the problem with our classes as well, that the peak is between 6 and 8. Everyone is used for some reason.
Yeah.
And then the internet gets better when it's at the evening, and the mornings are perfect as well. So unfortunately, our classes are during the peak. So
yeah.
There's nothing we can do about this.
I've never had a problem in the class. It's never cut off. I've never been it's never collapsed on me. So it's been actually pretty consistent. I mean, the quality comes and goes, but you're always able to do it. So, so it's been. You can't really complain about that, to be honest.
I had an issue one. I got kicked out once. Yeah, that was.
I think it was Steren who managed. I think it was Steren who managed to kick you out. Steren is watching us actually.
Steren is watching. Okay. Ross is back.
I'm back. That's better. Now I can hear you guys. Sorry.
We can hear you and we can see you.
Yeah. Sorry, the last connection was terrible. You kept dropping in and out all the time. I couldn't make anybody out.
Okay.
But now it looks better.
Awesome.
Yes,
and we also have we cannot speak bad things about Steren because she's listening.
I wouldn't dream of it.
So just don't mention Steren, unless you want to say something nice about her.
Steren is saying it was me. There was this one class when Eva was teaching, and Steren accidentally logged in and wanted to have a chat with her family, and she, disconnected.
So that's what it was. Oh wow.
And she realized straight away, and she obviously switched off and everything. Yeah.
I'm quite surprised that we never had any random people on the class. I was waiting for them.
Well, I had.
Have you had someone take the clothes off? I've heard there's people doing that. crashing Zumba classes and getting their bits out.
No, it's worse. People doing worse than that, Roy.
I've heard about it.
So I've heard.
So Eva, you had the guy coming into your class?
Yeah, I got someone, and I was just like, shall I let them in? And then they were not booked in, and I saw the videos of people getting naked and doing stuff. Yeah, so I was just like, nah.
Yeah.
They're not booked in. I'm not letting them in. Yeah. Weird stuff happens to my classes. Why only to mine?
No.
I was going to say 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning is too early for that.
We lost
kind of
everyone.
By your class of...
Are you guys?
Not
That
cool.
should be.
We can
Okay.
see you, hear
We
you.
can still hear
Doesn't
you.
look good.
We
Doesn't
can
look
hear you.
good.
We can see you guys.
They're
Shall I move the internet?
I don't know what's happened.
You've
Oh,
gone
Maybe
a bit
there is actually
funnier.
no
But
internet
some
in
sound is
Poland.
still good.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This was weird.
Were you guys all was just us off because we couldn't see you?
Yeah, you guys didn't go anywhere. You just stayed exactly the same.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we lost everyone.
So they
So
lost.
maybe the internet in Poland isn't actually that good, you know?
Yeah, maybe you spoke too soon.
We actually ask everyone in the city to not use the internet. So, and we're already pushing it because it's half an hour. So,
Did somebody pull out the modem out of the phone socket?
I think someone has because they've frozen.
And they've gone now.
It's the old dial-up.
To join
Oh
in.
my gosh.
I know somebody's trying to phone someone. The 32-bit modem's getting used.
Or trying to send a fax
I
or
think
something.
again we lost everyone, and then
We can still see and hear you, Phil.
I can hear us.
that's weird.
Oh, that's brilliant.
We're just staring at the screen. It's like, oh, this is the face of someone on the Zoom. It's always the same when someone is connected.
Like,
and they are not connected. It's like,
The finger.
I had the idea that we can, when we are back to the club, we should record the video of us teaching with the people.
That was
but
my idea.
Oh, it was your idea. Okay, Jana, you.
So we are going to recreate a Zoom class in the real environment. So, like we're muting people, and obviously tape on the mouth, for example, and like people like waiting in their waiting room for a class.
Let them in.
So you have to run to the door and let them in.
And some people freeze.
And so, some people
It's
just...
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's think about ideas. There's probably more things we could do, but it will be really hilarious, I think.
All right,
then someone could recreate Roy with a joint, nipping in between tracks and having a joint.
Maybe Roy will pay us a visit. I don't know. Well,
but that's why he moved to California.
Yeah, that's the reason.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Smoke weed and dance Zumba.
Amazing.
That's what you do. And guys, the one more question about your own fitness. Are you thinking that your fitness are going up or down?
Down.
Ross, down.
The same.
Kind of the same. I feel it's overall. I'm just not. I'm quite active during the day at my job, but now I'm not. So that's bad. But I'm still maintaining just about.
Okay. How about Ross? Why you said down? You do less classes?
Teaching, I'm teaching less, and I'm not getting. It's not kind of fast out and about stuff. I'm out and about. I go walking a lot with Roy, keeping busy, but it's not the same as rushing somewhere and rushing back. And I've got no motivation to do anybody else's classes but my own. The online thing the struggle is real. I see all this great stuff. I'll sit and watch have a cup of tea, and watch someone else teach a class, take some notes. But I can't get motivated to do it. Otherwise, it's really tough.
I'm glad you said
I need
that, Rob,
people.
I'm kind of the same.
I need people. I'm really enjoying teaching at the studio. Being able to kind of go and teach somewhere else that's not in my basement is such a big difference and almost feels normal. But otherwise, I need people. It's kind of weird. That's how I exercise. what hooked me into exercise. That's why it never worked for me before, because I was on my Todd. So yeah, the people thing's important, and Zoom doesn't cut it. Sorry.
So Zoe, how you do this then? That your fitness goes up?
Well, I think I just took on a project and started running, which I've never run, but I think the most I'd ever done was a 5K, and that was only because it was part of rehab after surgery. So I'm now building up to a half marathon. So I think this week I'm going to attempt 19K. So I'm building up, and I think just having that focus is kept me. So cardio wise, I've never been so fit. Strength wise, that's probably gone down, but that's been quite exciting.
Chris and Gran used to be runners as well.
I've started running again. Yeah, I've been running. It's been good to get back into it, actually. So that's been a positive of the lockdown, because it's nice. I'm quite like Roz. I can't do the stuff in the house. It's not working for me. So going out running, that's great because you get outside as well. And we've started doing a bit of kettlebells in the park, which is cool as well, because I just like getting out. Like doing it in the house, it doesn't work for me. But yeah, that is a good thing. There's lots of people started running again that haven't run. So yeah.
Yeah,
I bought a bicycle. I'm actually out on 2 wheels now. Yes, I cycled to the studio and back. Very proud of myself.
Nice.
So yeah,
it's probably quite a good time if the roads are a bit quieter at the moment. It's probably a good time to get more comfortable on a bike if you're just new back to being on a bike again.
Well, this is it. I haven't been on a bike in like 20 odd years. So yeah, I mean, Rowan's on a bicycle too. So it's been like family cycles to Cramond and Porty, and this is my whole new. I might be a bit of fair weather cyclist, but the whole just pootling around Leith on the bicycle is good.
It feels good, yeah. Where did you get the bike from? Did you manage? I was trying to. There's no bikes whatsoever.
Gumtree. Gumtree,
Gumtree,
and it's a nice old-fashioned one with the basket and the whole kind of Dutch thing. So yes.
Because I was selling my bike and I sold the bike within, I don't know, 5 minutes. I posted on Facebook and it went like crazy. And
yeah,
people
so many people on bikes.
On the pavement.
I am one of those. The roads are horrible. Cobblestones and potholes. It's horrible, the roads. So yes.
Yeah, but there's a lot of paths. But we stopped using paths
because it's too busy.
It's just too busy. I never seen so we run a lot on the paths during the season and then for training. And now you cannot go on paths because there are so many people. And
everyone's walking.
And what's happened to the Arthur Seat? This is
there.
This is ridiculous. Normally, when you go to Arthur Seat, no one is there, and it's like this is your own mountain. Suddenly, all Edinburgh decided to come.
But you know what? It's great because people kind of realize maybe they need to get active, or there is nothing else to do. I don't know. I hope it's not the case. It might be because there is nothing else to do. Like there is no restaurants, there is no pubs. So this is the only. I don't know, a fun thing to do, perhaps?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Definitely.
It's like people have never really got off their butt in years, but they can't, like you say, there's literally nothing to do. So everyone's just walking around constantly in the way that they never did before.
So watch out for a million sports injuries coming autumn, all these new cyclists and new joggers and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I seen so many people falling on the bike. And then having and posting things on Facebook saying that they fall and they had crash because they are, it's just new bike and I don't know how to do it. It's like, geez.
Yeah, but it's nice that people are trying, and I think it can be a good in general. Like I think many people got fitter because they had to do something. Or they felt the need to start moving and go outdoors, and so it's kind of cool. I think this is the good thing about all the lockdown, that people tried new things, right?
There's one thing which cracks me up so many times. That's what cracks me up. I ask a person from Edinburgh, can we meet on the top of the Arthur Seat? And this person says to me, I never been on the top of the Arthur Seat. And I'm like, are you crazy? How you can be born in Edinburgh.
Okay,
and
let's see who.
like, I think
I've been up there loads of times. Don't you worry.
Can we give
Yeah,
Eva's
so I-
voice? Have you been on the Arthur seat? Because you looks like.
Of course.
Okay. You know people like this haven't been on Arthur seat, living
Oh
in
yeah, there
Edinburgh.
must be loads
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
I've not been up it very much, and I've lived here 22 years. I think I've been up 3 times. It's not
Oh.
my favorite thing.
You've been. That's
Now, like everyone else is quiet, so like.
No, it's whenever you have visitors, especially people who live in flat places, and for an exciting outing, you go for a walk around Edinburgh and take them to the top of Arthur's Seat, and then if they survive that, then they'll be fine. You know,
Yeah. Take
too
them up a
tiring
steep
for
way.
everyone. Yeah.
I even managed to get my parents up there once when they've been
That's
here.
impressive.
But my
Oh, wow.
my mom said she will never walk further than this. But we actually took the car to the middle of the hill, and it was still a
Yeah.
trek. It's quite steep. Like
Yeah,
if you
it's
look
quite-
at
Yeah.
Steep.
It keeps on going constantly, doesn't it? There's no kind of let up.
so Richard is not with us, so we can talk bad about him. Every year at least I remember 2 years ago, he had this idea to run on Arthur's Seat every day in January, and then it was like on the first day he ran once, and then he was adding them.
So 2 times, 3 times,
Yeah,
and so on.
Oh, man.
Nuts.
No,
Did he
that's
At the end of the
finish?
month, you're just basically spend the whole day just running round and round and round Arthur 30 times or 31 times or.
No, but it was running up and down. It wasn't.
Oh,
It-
God, right.
It wasn't around. It was actually up and down. And then there is I think if you run this 36 times up and down, you cover the distance for the Mount Everest or something, the height of Mount Everest. So
Wow.
it's a quite good climb if you do this 36 times.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah. Well done, Richard.
Right. I think we'll be going. Joanna's parents are back, and we're gonna have some dinner.
If we could, then yeah.
If
But one thing, we started doing these workouts of the week, right? So we had Grant. Actually, you started it. So you
Oh.
posted one workout, like it was last week, I think, and it was amazing to see how many people did it after the class, right? Because it was a workout from the class, and then quite few they posted the results. So that was cool. And this week we did another one. And there's again few people did it, so I think this is what we're gonna continue. So Zoe, you are next.
Mhm.
What are
Yep.
you thinking about the workout? What kind of? Can you
So
tell
I'm
us a
try-
little bit hint what it's gonna be?
It's going to be something because I'm trying to think about stuff that everyone would definitely like know because you know how things have got weird names and stuff. So I'm trying to think about things, but I think I want it to be hard. That's all I know. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're not going to have to do. You set it, so you don't do it. Make it hard for everyone else.
So who did? I haven't done any of those workouts.
My one was quite hard. I think your one is even harder. But I'm doing it tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but it was raining. I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Right, I think we should all do it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it in quiet voice.
It only takes 15 minutes. It's not that long.
We can still see you. We can still see you, Rose.
Oh, look, my dinner's ready.
But that reminds me about something that actually the workout we do, they are quite hard. But on the class, when you've got the class and you teach people, you tend not to do all the workout. You start a little bit and then you go around the room. But if you're actually doing this, like our clients, our customers, very amazing. If it's some of them,
I really realize that because I've been showing those workouts to other people and they'll be like, "What's that? All those burpees?" No way, I'm not doing that. Nobody does that. I'm just like, Fitness O does it. Like they're made of strong stuff. They made it. So
This is it.
yeah,
When I
definitely.
started, Fit Mamas, when I first started teaching Fit Mamas on Zoom and I hadn't figured out how to cheat yet. And I had to just do the whole workout. For the next couple of days afterwards, I'd be like, ooh,
No joke.
I figured out how to cheat now, so it's okay.
It's being able. if you're doing something like with a block of stuff and you do the exercise along with the class, then you can't actually speak to give the next set of instructions. Your heart's pounding.
But exactly what Ross is saying, on the very beginning, where all the classes were so tough because I didn't figure out how to cheat on Zumba as well, just to, you know, like how you just rest and cue more. I didn't figure out how to do it. So I was doing everything with every single class. And I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be tough. But then you learn how to teach more and, you know, watch people as well and rest a little bit and then give a little bit more when you're actually doing it. But yeah, the workouts, if you want to do them, some of them are pretty hard. And the same, even Zumba, it's quite, if you just keep going and just give your 100%, it's not easy as maybe you would think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Eva is sleeping already. She doesn't want to.
Not yet.
She's not yet. Right. It was nice to meet you guys and see you all happy. And I'm looking forward to kind of meeting with you again and doing some stuff in the club.
That'd be good.
Right. Please keep the open border open between for us.
Otherwise, I have to sneak you in.
Look, we'll wait till you get home, all right, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we saying bye-bye to everyone like on Facebook and YouTube?
No, I can
first?
just I can because we
Other
we
people
actually
watching us.
Of course, yes.
Oh, okay.
we are live.
Good. Good thing I didn't swear then.
Ross, what did I say? What did I say?
I think I did share this, Ross. That I thought you know that in the description there is I said that I'm gonna share it.
Oh,
But
I don't care.
but you've been fine. We all did good. So, I think.
And the broadcast. So
Yeah,
thank you everyone who was watching us.
And yeah, bye. And you guys stay.
You guys stay. Okay. Just say bye to everyone else.